Today, I'm going to prepare two classic French dishes, quiche Lorraine and French onion soup. Quiche Lorraine is a common item at many French restaurants. It is typically served as a starter with salad or as brunch and is typically eaten at room temperature. Although quiche is now a classic French dish, it actually has origins in Germany, in the medieval kingdom of Lotharingen. The area, now located in northeast France, was renamed by the French Lorraine. The word quiche is derived from Kuchen, meaning cake in German. The second dish that we are going to make is a classic French onion soup. French onion soup consists of beef broth and onions and is served with melted cheese on top of bread. As to the origin of French onion soup, legend has it that the first French onion soup was prepared for King Louis XV of France. One evening in his hunting lodge, the king wanted a snack, but only had butter, onions, and champagne. Actually, however, onion soup dates back to ancient Romans and Greeks. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jakob. I will be cooking for you guys two meals. The first meal will be quiche Lorraine, and the second will be French onion soup. The ingredients for quiche Lorraine is 1 9-inch pie crust, 1 cup of grated cheese, Gruyere fromage, 3 large eggs, 6 to 8 chopped bacon, 1 cup of milk, half a cup of heavy cream, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 cup diced onion. Now for the second dish, French onion soup. Here are the ingredients: 2.5 pounds of finely cut yellow onions. Another ingredient is 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Next, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, right here. 1 teaspoon of salt, freshly ground pepper, black pepper. Then half a teaspoon of sugar, 8 cups of beef broth, 3 tablespoons of flour, half a cup of white wine, 6 to 8 slices of baked baguette, and 1/2 to 3 cups of shredded Gruyere fromage. Now let's begin with our quiche. We are supposed to preheat our oven to 375 degrees. Before you put your pie crust into the oven, make some holes in the bottom so that the air can go through while it's cooling off. Now we put our pie crust in the oven for 10 to 20 minutes until it starts to brown. After it's done baking, take it out and set it aside to cool. Now we are going to start making our custard out of 3 large eggs, salt, milk, and cream. There you go, guys. Now we got the cream right here. That's good. Let's get this milk. So we are going to add the salt in. And now we are supposed to carefully stir all together. After your pie crust has cooled down, Pour some cheese on it with your onions. And next your bacon. And last, pour your custard in. After you pour your custard in, next, sprinkle the remaining half of your cheese. And last, stick it in the oven to cook for 35 to 40 minutes. Now it is time for the French onion soup. I've just put in my butter and my oil. And now, since the butter is melted, it is time for me to add my onions. I cook the onions until they are wilted. Now that the onions have wilted, it's time to add the salt, pepper, and sugar to caramelize them.
Cut it.
Now that the onions have caramelized, it is time to add the flour and stir that for 1 minute. Afterwards, we pour the wine and the broth and stir for an hour. So let it simmer for an hour. Now it is time to pour the wine and the broth in. And now it will simmer for an hour. Now that the broth has simmered for an hour, it is time to use the ladle to fill up the cup with baked baguette. And put some cheese on top. And put it in the oven for 20 minutes to finally cook it. (350 degrees). Voilà. C'est prêt. Merci beaucoup. Bon appétit.